It's Sunday, July 30th, 2017. I said I was going to do a vlog every Friday, but we were on vacation. It was a vacation slash kind of businessy trip. We were trying to find a place in Port St. Lucie where we're moving. My job is moving me there to manage a company, and my wife is transferring hospitals. She's going to work at Jupiter Medical Center. Beautiful hospital. Went and checked it out. It was a rough trip. Going down, we missed the flight. Financially, like we're tight right now. You know, we're moving across the country, and we just don't have the finances to really, push beyond our limits. So we missed the flight. Had to buy another flight down there. They canceled my round trip. I was not very Christian-like on the phone with the airline after they canceled our trip back. I didn't understand that a round trip is considered one trip. So you miss your flight down, then your flight back, that is also canceled. You live and you learn. It was a hard trip. There was a lot of tears. There was a lot of fear. We got down there and we're trying to rent a place. We would like to buy a place, but with such little time, right now we know it would be in our best interest to rent for a year, get ourselves in a better position, find a place, and then buy. So, we're trying to rent a place, and it's a lot different than it is here in Ohio. A lot more stipulations. Everywhere is ran by a bank or a realty company, and everywhere makes you do background checks. You have to pay $50 each for application fee, so we're dropping $100 for every application fee that we fill out, and we're getting denied because my credit's not the greatest, because I've made a lot of bad decisions in my life, and I'm trying to fix that now. Also, my criminal background is extensive. I had a realtor call at one point to verify that this was actually me, because he had never seen so many charges pop up at once. He said 41 charges popped up against me. And he said, is that right? I've never seen that many. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like pulling from somewhere else and we had the wrong person. I said, no, that's me. Those are charges. They're not all convictions. I have felony charges on there. I have lots of misdemeanor. I have drug charges. I have theft charges, burglary charges, numerous. Most of it's stealing. But yeah, I said that's me, and he kind of basically said, well, I'll try my best to sell you in the best light. I explained to him my situation. I said, 5 years ago, I was living in a homeless shelter. Today, I'm being moved across the country to run a company. That paper is not who I am. And that's the thing that I started realizing while I was down there, that my past, it's following me. And the enemy, the world at large, king of this world, the god of this world, he's trying to throw things at me, trying to convince me that no matter where I might think I'm going, I'm always the person I used to be. But see, God's faithful, and what God did for us on this trip is amazing. I mean, we got a place. We got a beautiful place. We got it cheaper than we had ever anticipated. We went down there, ended up being negative in our bank account because of trying to get down there. Calling and asking for help. Scared to death that we was not going to get a place, that this was not going to go through. My wife had already gone through with transferring to another hospital. My company was relying on me to start in September. A company that they've put a lot of time and money into. And it was scary. because I felt like a failure. And everything was telling me that I was a failure. It was trying to tell me, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't think that you are any better than you ever were. See, God made it. I mean, I cannot even put into words what God did. We came back flush. We came back with more blessings than I could ever even fathom could happen. There's a lot of things, a lot of details. My wife and I have decided not to go into detail or talk about it this time. We just feel it's better to keep some of the information to ourselves right now. But I'm telling you, I can't believe it. Every single day, my wife and I just look at each other and just believe. Like, how did this happen? You know, God did a few things that maybe in future vlogs I'll be able to actually expound upon. But God did a few things while we were gone and when we came back that basically it was Him saying, look, I don't want you to get confused and think that you had anything to do with this. He put us in a couple situations where there was no way her or I could do anything about it. There was no way that we on our own could find a way out. And all of a sudden, without us asking for answers, the answers just came. Things came, money came, things that we had needed came. And I mean over in abundance. And it really makes no sense. And I'm not here to say, oh, you become a Christian, you start following Jesus, all of a sudden everything's going to get better. Your life is just going to be great. And I'm telling you, no, it's not, because this has been a hard road. But see, God is faithful even when I'm not. God is good even when I'm not. You know, because there are times, especially lately, I feel like, you know, spiritually I'm in this decline. You know, I get into routines where I read the Bible every day, I pray every day, every morning I wake up and my first thoughts are on God. Then I go through these cycles where no, that's not the case. My first thought is on Brent and what Brent wants. Well, God has proven to me that it doesn't matter where I am. He holds true to His promises. What He has said to me, what He has told me, what I believe I'm hearing from God, He has stayed faithful to. I know that my testimony may affect some. I know that some people might hear my testimony and they might think, yes, that is it. That is God. I believe it. I feel it. And I want that. And then there's going to be people, probably way more people, that are going to say, Brent, you're doing something and that's good for you. It's karma. It's whatever. And hey, you can think that. You can believe that. That's fine. But God has made Himself so real in my life. He has revealed Himself in ways that there's nothing. You could put a gun to my head. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in God. I believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac. I believe in the God of Israel. I believe that He is real. You're never going to take that from me. Jesus Christ came into my life. Not because I did anything, but because His Spirit called to me, sought me out in the darkness. And now, even to this day, He's still showing me it's not anything I'm doing. Because I stopped talking to Him for a couple weeks. I've been so wrapped up in this move that I have taken my eyes off of God. I have not been faithful to Him in the least bit. You know, my prayers are over my food. You know, my prayers are a 30-second prayer. God, please get me through this. I'm stressed out. Those have been my prayers. You know, not the, I adore you, I love you. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. Let me do my part. No, I haven't done my part. And He still has held up His end. I'm amazed. If you want freedom, It's in Jesus Christ. This world can offer you some minute little bits of freedom here and there. And when I say freedom, I don't mean that there's no worry or no stress. There should be no worry and no stress if you really have that faith, but my faith is small, my faith is weak. I doubt a lot. I question God a lot. But the freedom that I have is the freedom to know that I can rest assured that no matter what it looks like, God is always in control. No matter how hard it is for me, no matter how bad I feel, how hurt I feel, God is always faithful. He will always pull me through. God has revealed himself in my life in such a major way. You will never be able to take that faith from me. I don't care if somebody rose up out of the ground, started walking on water himself, started saying all sorts of crazy stuff. I don't care who it is. I don't care if space aliens come down from the sky and say there is no God. I don't care what happens. The 66 books of the Bible, well, whether they're 100% inerrant or there's some, clerical issues or there's some, literary issues or whatever, textual issues, I don't care. Because God has revealed himself through those scriptures to me and in real life, in real situations. My anecdotal evidence outweighs any scientific evidence that you can bring to me. Because the thing is, I believe in the God who created science. So those rules and those laws are his rules and his laws anyways. You're just studying what he's laid down. So, honestly, this vlog was just so that I can share about how amazing my God is. And just how amazed I am at what he has done. You want freedom? I'm sure you can find some freedom in some small, minute way in your life somewhere. And you may think it's a lot of freedom, but I'm telling you, the freedom that I have, the freedom that believers have, is a freedom that no man outside of Jesus Christ can give anyone. I thank you for sticking with me, listening to me. I hope that these vlogs are doing anything. If anything, they're doing something for me. God bless you all. I love you. And I'm going to go to church. All right.